Charles Nelson Riley is with us tonight, and I'm not sure in what state of mind he is in, because he has just completed one of the shortest runs on Broadway. It's true. He was directing a new play at the Palace Theater, and the play had the distinction of opening and closing on the same night. It's true. Somehow he has we talked about that before he was going back there. That's one of those things that happens in this business. He's survived this disaster, and he said he would join us tonight. Would you welcome Charles Nelson Riley?
Thank you, nurse. Thank you very much.
Well, Charles, they told me...
You're not going to leave now.
No.
You can never go now.
No,
I love you.
No, thank you.
Are there other people in the room?
Yes, there are.
Hello, Freddie. I think I see Freddie.
You know, it's strange that you would come out because I was just talking about a horrendous disaster that happened to me. We've all had them in our careers. Have you ever
Des Moines, 64.
Des Moines, 64.
I'm Broadway, 79.
Broadway, 79.
Don't ever go there. You're wonderful.
L.
I lost my E string, B, G,
Everything?
A, C. I lost everything, but I'm all right now.
I remember...
It's difficult with a toupee. You can understand.
Yes.
But I'll do anything for business, a cute piece of business. Hello, Bob.
No, that's Ed.
Oh.
Now, look, I know this is not probably very pleasant to talk about.
Love you.
Because
I adore you.
Thank you.
Are we on?
Yes, we're on. People put a lot of their life and a lot of their mental effort and their heart into something like this, and it's not pleasant to talk about.
That was Mary, my nurse. Isn't she sweet? She's been with me since the final curtain, about 4 days ago. She's so wonderful.
How long
yes,
do you think?
I interrupted you because you are a master at what you do.
Thank you very much.
We all at the hospital feel that. You know, when you're in a hospital at 11:30, there's not much you can do or places to go.
That's right.
And there's always someone. Are you there? Oh,
yes,
hello.
I'm right here.
There's always someone that has you on.
Yes.
Or now you were going to ask me a serious question.
No, I remember when you were here before talking about...
Those were the days,
yes.
sweetheart.
Are you distraught? Are you crushed?
What does this look like?
Well,
Happiness?
I mean...
No, it's part of life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you have that kind of attitude? You can shrug it off
sure.
and
You
say,
just
look.
laugh. You know what I mean? Don't ever go to Broadway. You've got so much going for you. The Boston Pops alone. Remember that?
Yes.
And I told you how wonderful you were. Stick with that B, Boston. Don't go... Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Now...
Could I just...
Yes, sir.
It will help, Charles.
Can you play at the hospital on Thursday?
It's when you go to the places like that. Don't have such big going-away parties. That way it's easier to come back.
I know. And don't expect too much. No. Ask me now, and then let's get serious.
All right, you opened the show. When? What day was it?
It was last Sunday.
Last Sunday you opened it. When did you know that you were in trouble?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday? No, I mean, did you know?
Early in the day. No.
You mean before the curtain went up?
Oh, sure.
Well, why did you know? Now, you were on the road. Didn't you take this on the road?
Sure, we took it on the road.
Where'd you go? Where'd you play?
I can't say the name because I got to tell about about the town.
Well,
I'll be because the doctor said I lost part of my speech, but I'll still keep going.
Let's say Connecticut. Would that be a fair?
Well, yes,
like
it's true. We did go to Stratford. When you read the Variety, yes, we went to Connecticut.
What did they say now in your previews or your out of town?
El Bamo.
El Bamo.
No, you get worried when the audience leaves. You know what I mean? That's an indication.
People when they got up, actually?
Well, they got up, they took their coats, and they left. I love the East. It snowed at Christmas, it snowed at Easter, you know? I just think I'm so happy to be home. See?
Yeah.
You can understand.
It'll come back to you after this trauma
They said
wears
that
off.
in the warmth here.
Did they post a closing notice right after the show?
No, you can't post a closing notice. If it opens in one night and closes, there's no time to get it up on the wall. You know what I mean? I mean, before you know it. But I wasn't...
When did you know you were canceled?
That's the wrong word for Broadway. Canceled.
When did you know you were closed?
When the audience got up and left. No, you see, I won't tell the name of the play because I want to protect all the innocent people. But if you get the magazines, if you get the magazines next week, you can read about it. The Palace Theater last Sunday. Can you see the nurse? I just know if I see the nurse, I'll be all right.
You're just doing
She's
fine.
over there.
Look, you're among friends now. You're out of New
Exactly.
York, and you're back here in California.
No, but you see, they always say to me, because I have a silly image on television. You know I'm silly. Right?
Well, so
Yeah, well, you
yes.
have a-
And asinine would be more the right
No,
word.
no, you-
But anyway, they say to me, every few years, you must go to Broadway. You must direct on Broadway. You must go. You can't do this, the game shows, the talk shows. You must go where art is art.
Right, the
You
boards.
must
Be
go
on the boards.
to the theater.
The theater.
Don't ever go.
Don't go to the theater
Sweetheart,
unless you're going to see a play.
If you have 2 strings left, don't go.
In other words, that did not recharge your creative juices. That's what they usually say.
Oh, yeah,
I must go
creative
back-
juices,
I must
good.
go back to the theater to recharge
Right.
my creative juices.
The other night, I was directing the play in the afternoon, and we made some improvement. And I thought I would go backstage as the curtain fell and say to the cast, 60% of it is working, it's fabulous. The curtain fell, I went 60, boo. They were booing us. No, I was an usher for 22 years, Bob. Bob knows that. I was an usher for 22 years. No,
That's Ed. Ed.
and sigh.
It's all right. I understand.
But the thing is, I never heard a boo
No?
in my whole life.
Did you take... Was there a curtain call?
Well, there was they sort of stood there for a while. You know what I mean? And then the boos hit us. And I thought, what's wrong with Beverly Hills? What's wrong with Burbank?
Right.
What's wrong with here with my old friend?
Well, that's really kind of sad. I'm sorry.
But don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But we can discuss later, you know, the serious side of it.
All right. I have to
If
do-
my nurse, well,
She Mary's standing by.
thank you.
We'll be right back and hear the,
The lights are
remainder.
so bright.
Welcome back to As the World Turns. As you remember when we left you, Charles, have you ever, now that you directed this play, have you ever been in a play as an actor in which it closed the same night?
No.
No, none of
I was in 4 plays that when I was an actor from 1960 to 67
Right.
that went on, and the 4 of them were 14 years,
Well, that's-
which is
that's
amazing.
amazing. Yeah, that's-
I have a friend, Barbara, who was in 4 plays that lasted 7 performances. 4 Broadway
different plays.
Yeah.
That's kind of crushing and kind
Yeah.
of defeating.
Yeah,
because
and then
you wonder-
after we opened on Monday, Herschel Bernardi opened in The Goodbye People, which was a big hit here.
Right.
And that closed in one night, too.
Can I ask you a question? Now,
Yeah.
maybe it's a little, but what kind of an investment goes into something like this?
Our
Along
play
with the
was-
actor's time and the money and the backers and all that?
It was well over $500,000. And they make the clothes, they're so beautiful, and they do all those things. And
$500,000
Yes.
and boom.
yes, and we all are committed to it because you believe in it.
And you thought it was good,
famous,
obviously.
Oh, yes, famous actors. But the funny thing, they come to me, I'm a director, right?
Right.
And they come to me when Mike Nichols says no, you know, Gene Sachs says no, Herbert Ross says no. They go right down the list, you know? And then you meet them all on the street, and they go, we turned that down. And you have to go to the theater, like Frank Casaro. Everybody turned this down. You know what I mean? And they come to you, and you must say, the producers are wonderful because they make believe you're the first, and you're really the 19th. And they come like, hi, gosh, we got through to you.
Yes.
You know? And,
Did that hurt your feelings when you found out that you
oh,
were
I
not
just
the-
met them everywhere I turned. I went to a restaurant, I said, half a cannelloni, please, and a salad with Russian, and 2 people said we would turn it down.
The waiter said they offered that to
Everybody.
me, huh?
Yeah, but I accept that. You know, that's okay. But the theater's a mystery because sometimes a play that's really very bad and in trouble can become a very big success.
Can be saved, they doctor
Oh,
it up,
sure,
yeah.
yeah. Our author, notice I would mention no name.
No,
Just
that's
get
not
your
fair.
magazines this week.
That's not fair, yeah.
Our author has a reputation. The director before him said he writes in cement.
In other words, nothing is changeable.
Oh, who? I write in cement. So today I would like to send him a big bag of cement and say, write another biggie baby. You know what I
You think this is chiseled in tablets? Try it
Oh.
again, huh?
mean? No, they say no. They get nervous. You see, they don't trust. I find that they don't trust. If you say, you know, put the cigarette box here and the mic here, and put this lovely man in a gray suit, it might go on to 18 years. But they will say, no, don't do that. Put the cigarette box here, cut the mic, and get rid of the gray. You know, you try, and they don't accept, and that's what
Now,
makes
what
you
is your,
crazy.
now, I understand they have offered you an opera now to direct.
Well,
Is
I'm
that-
directing an opera in San Diego
No,
next
that's,
month.
you see, that's a well-known commodity, though, I'm sure, and that's already a pre-sold type of thing.
Yes. You see, when you direct a new play, you spend all the time in the rehearsal period finding and focusing the play. If I go to like Burt Reynolds Theater and I direct Born Yesterday, it's finished, it's finalized. So you have nothing to do but direct.
You know where all the moves are and the action.
Perfect.
Right.
But a new play, you have to
Experiment.
figure it out, and that takes the whole time. Traviata was booed opening night too, but
Luckily, you didn't do that one.
no, I didn't do that. Probably that's why I'm doing it, you know. But that's in San Diego at the end of the month.
Do you believe, a lot of people believe that misfortune comes, you know, they say so, in
Let me
threes
tell you,
for some reason.
this is terrific. This is the goodie. Because I know Fred gets nervous if you're not landing and scoring.
No.
No, this is a goodie. This will go for like 2.6.
Good.
Clean the trumpet, sweetheart. Just go right ahead. You know what I mean? This time. But I'm sitting, because I came from poverty, 30 years old, I finally woke up. Remember you taught me about the radiator when I had the radiator at 30?
Right.
My first radiator. Pretty thing, radiator. But anyway, I'm sitting in the biggest suite in New York. I have a floor through. And I have 2 terraces, and it's snowing.
This is why you're in New York?
Just now, a few months ago.
Right.
Where are we now?
In New York.
May, April, June.
This is May.
Doctor said these things would go.
Yes.
But anyway, a few months ago, I was in New York. I had 2 big terraces. It's snowing, but I had 2 terraces. I had a huge floor-through suite. And I'm sitting in the suite one morning, directing this play. Gosh, it's ahead of its time. I know that now. But directing this play. And I pick up the Daily News, and it says, gently, quietly, most people would read it, it wouldn't affect them. But I read it, and it said, say goodbye to Match Game 79. Now, I'm sitting in this suite, and I'm on Match Game 79. And I thought...
You mean the game show?
The game show. It's quiet, it's daytime, no one knows about it. But the money is very good. You know, and I've been on it 6 years. And I pick up the paper while I'm directing this play, and it says quietly, say goodbye to Match Game 79. Forget your E string, you can buy that. You can go to the corner, you can get anything you want. But say goodbye to Match Game 79. I had to call the gardener. I had to call the marina and say, take the boat out. My mother's in a home. I've got to move her to a state institution. All of this goes on.
You're cutting it that close,
I'm cutting it that close. I have nothing left. This play, I'm on Broadway. Grease lasted 9 years, South Pacific 10. My play lasted 2 hours and 5 minutes.
You can't build a lot of royalties,
You
can
can't do very much on that. The party is over. McLean Stevenson gave me this for the night.
Haven't you put a little something aside, as they used to say?
No, I don't. I spend money.
You
crazy.
spend it all?
Oh, sure. Limos, day and night.
Well, you.
Sure. But I'm daytime, very small salaries. You know what I mean?
Steady and builds up.
Yeah, but I spend. I have
That's
a lot
a
of
lot.
fun. Oh, sure. I'm putting people through college and everything. I had to call them. I said, is there a state college, a state institution near you? You know, take everything out of the dorm now.
Have you unloaded the boat yet?
No.
You see.
That does it itself. It just goes right down to the bottom. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I do these stories. I'm just kidding. But it's interesting. You work very hard on a play on Broadway. And if the play is a flop or a hit, it's the same amount of work.
That's right.
Because the director, when it opens, is free to leave. So it can open and last 6 years, 8 years, or 2 hours and 5 minutes. And that's what's interesting. The costume designer, the set designer, everyone connected with a Broadway play works as if it's a big hit, because you have to. That's the only way to do it.
What else did you do in New York? Did you do anything fun?
Studio 54.
Oh, yeah, that gets in all the news all the time.
Yes.
That
it's
is a
wonderful.
strange place, isn't it?
Well, I see, I'm older. I'm 48, you know. And the thing is, I never went out all my life. And I start now. It's a little late. The blood in the legs don't work. But I go discoing for the first time in my life. And they were wonderful to me there. It was a very nice place. And Sardi's,
a strange mixed group of people in there.
Oh, yeah. But it's exciting. The music's wonderful. And I enjoy it. And they were very nice to me.
So they know you in New York. I mean,
Yes.
they say, "Here
I
comes
love
the-"
it. I was born there in the Bronx. 2 hours and 5 minutes.
5 minutes. You should write a book. That would be the title. 2
2
hours and 5 minutes. Your whole life.
You see, we did the play, and the danger of rehearsing 4 weeks. You rehearse for 4 weeks, and we scream among us. They laugh. You laugh at rehearsal. And the stars are going, be careful of rehearsal laughs. You know, they're very misleading. And we're going, ha, 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 for 4 weeks. I thought it was funny. They thought it was funny. The man that wrote it in cement thought it was funny. We all thought it was funny. Then we went to Connecticut to try out.
Yes.
We said the first line. Nothing. Nothing. You see?
No, where you think there's a real joke,
We thought.
This is where the
we're
laugh
smart
goes.
people, famous actors.
and you even wait for those things. Usually
Oh,
in
yes.
rehearsal, you say, now there's going to be a laugh here, so take a beat right before you do your next line. Those are sometimes...
But they always say you must go to Broadway. You know, Broadway's wonderful. I'm going to go back. I have to do a musical.
Don't go.
I like it here. I couldn't wait to get back on the freeway today the first time. There's a cue coming for the music. Watch how smart I am in TV. One,
You know.
two, oh, I'm in showbiz, baby. 1, 2, 3.
And we'll be right back after this.
Thank you. Showbiz is all right.